Echoes in the pavement telling stories of the past. Voices from the struggle carved in steel that always lasts. Night winds whisper wisdom in the rhythm of the trash, and every light flickers like a second ticking past. Walking through the shadows with a purpose in my chest. City breathing heavy but I move with steady steps. Determined in my mindset, nothing holding me oppressed. Every challenge is a weight that I'm training to address. Memories in graffiti painted high along the wall. Warnings from the fallen that one stood but had to crawl. But I learned from every downfall, never scared to take a fall. I rise stronger after each and every call. Concrete conversations echo loud beneath my feet, guiding me through chaos of the nighttime's heartbeat. Showing hidden truth within the city's cold deceit. Street echo shaping every victory I seek.
Voices in the dark keep calling me forward, guiding through the noise like a compass toward purpose. Street echoes ringing deep inside my mind, pushing me ahead when the world feels unkind. Lessons in the shadows, strength I redefine. Every sound reminds me this fight is mine. This fight is mine.
Concrete storytellers in the night I roam, giving strength to hearts that once felt alone. Every distant shouting, every muted tone, the soundtrack of dreams carved out of stone. I walk with ambition sharpened by the night, finding meaning even where there's little light. Turning silent scars into a source of might, a warrior built from the edges of the fight. The city speaks a language only hustlers know, a silent victories and the courage to grow. A promise is buried deep below, echoes of the path where determination flows. Neon reflections ripple through the rain, carrying hope across street filled with pain. But through the echo I reclaim all the strength I've earned along the chain.
In the city's whisper, I hear my calling. Rise again and keep from falling. Street echoes ringing deep inside my mind, pushing me ahead when the world feels unkind. Lessons in the shadows, strength I redefine. Every sound reminds me this fight is mine. Street echoes ringing deep inside my mind, pushing me ahead when the world feels unkind. Lessons in the shadows, strength I redefine. Every sound reminds me this fight is mine. This fight is mine.
Fire in the pavement where the cold winds roam, walking through the city like the streets are home. Every lonely moment helps the vision to bloom, turning quiet midnight into fuel for the throne. Echoes in the distance keep my heartbeat warm, guiding every step through the rise and storm. Fighting through the shadows where the doubts transform, building up the courage in the will that performs. Urban lights blinking like a pulse in my chest, whispers from the chaos pushing me to invest. Turning broken hours into time well pressed, forging all my effort into something expressed. Dust on my jacket but the spirit stays bright, wired to the rhythm of the chill city night. Walking with the hunger that refuses to die, moving with the fire only grit can ignite. Through the smoke and the haze I keep the flame alive. Every trial in the night becomes the reason I strive. Urban flame rising high, burning through the doubts inside. Every step a sparkle will add nothing in the dark can't hide. Walking steady through the city with the fire as my guide, turning pressure into passion with the strength I hold inside. Yeah. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Living in the city where the stories collide. Feeling every struggle, but I hold the pride. Grinding through the trenches with the flame as my guide. Turning every failure to a lesson applied. Stealing my focus when the shadows draw near. Turning tight uncertainties into pathways clear. Facing all the chaos with the mind without fear. Using every setback to engineer my frontier. Cracks in the sidewalk echo strength in my stride. Pushing through resistance like the world can't divide. Fueling up ambition with the night on my side. Rising with the flame, I no longer need to hide. Rhythm in my breathing as the hours expand. Shaping my tomorrow with the work of my hands. Growing with intention through the shifting demands. Walking with the fire, only discipline commands. In the heartbeat of the night, my purpose stays aflame. Every step another spark that strengthens my aim. Urban flame rising high, burning through the doubts inside. Every step a spark of will that nothing in the dark can hide. Walking steady through the city with the fire as my guide. Turning pressure into passion with the strength I hold inside.
Inside my chest like a furnace waking up. Burn energy rising as the pressure starts to cup. Every moment pulsing like I've overfilled the cup. I push past the limits when the world says enough. Sweat along my skin as the tempo starts to climb. Rhythm in my breathing sinking perfect with the time. Every heartbeat hitting with a force so prime. Burn energy driving me through every grind. I run through the storms where the weak would turn away. Fought against the weight that tried to steal my day. Still I kept moving with a fire made to stay. Burn energy fueled by the price I had to pay. My stride is electric as I charge into the night. Muscles tighten in rhythm with a warrior's might. Nothing ever dims this internal light. Burn energy burning through the endless fight. Heat in my breath, power in my core. Burning through the limits, ready for more. Burn energy pushing through my veins, lighting up my spirit as the strength remains. Running through the fire with a fearless surge. I rise unstoppable, fueled by the urge. Fueled by the urge. Explosive in my motion as the night begins to shake. Every step igniting trails in the wake. Failure can't touch what I'm willing to remake. Burn energy rising with every breath I take. I face the friction head on when the world gets loud. Feed on determination like a fire in the crowd. Burning past the barriers others disallowed. Strength in my echo standing tall and proud. Every ounce of effort turning sparks into flame. Every scar reminding me why I came. Push a little harder, nothing stays the same. Burn energy roaring through the core of my aim. The grind becomes a furnace, the temper's who I am. The pressure turns to fuel in the strength that I slam. Even at my limit, I refuse to let it jam. Burn energy blazing like a battering ram. Through the heat and thunder, I stay alive. Burning bright with a fire desire. Burn energy pushing through my veins, lighting up my spirit as the strength remains. Running through the fire with a fearless surge. I rise unstoppable, fueled by the urge. Burn energy pushing through my veins, lighting up my spirit as the strength remains. Running through the fire with a fearless surge. I rise unstoppable, fueled by the urge. Yeah. Steps on the pavement with a fire in my soul. Walking through resistance with a sharpened control. Every heavy moment pushing me toward my goal. Grinding through the pressure till the embers console. Heat in my heartbeat when the tension surrounds. Shaping every doubt into disciplined grounds. Rising from the ashes where my courage resounds. Turning all the setbacks into power compounds. Watching every shadow as it follows my stride. Learning from the scars that I once couldn't hide. Climbing through the challenges with nothing denied. Walking through the fire with a purpose amplified. Breathing through the heat as the journey expands. Pushing past the limits that once held my hands. Turning broken tries into powerful plans. Standing on the flame where the grit withstands. Through the blaze of the fight, I keep my footing steady. Turning sparks of doubt into flames that keep me ready. Fire steps in my stride, burning through the weight I face. Every spark a sign of strength that time cannot erase. Walking with a will that grows in every heated space. Turning fear into the fuel that elevates my pace. One that elevates my pace. One that elevates my pace. One that elevates my pace. Turning fear into the fuel that elevates my pace. Storming my breathing but my focus intact. Learning from the nights when the courage cracked. Building up the strength from the hardship stack. Walking on the flame with a purpose exact. Fueling the struggle as I fight through the haze. Chasing down the goals through the loneliest days. Turning every bruise into fire that stays. Sharpening my path with the heat of the faith. Rhythm in the flames keeps my drive on track. Pushing through the fire when the world turns black. Turning broken pieces into something I stack. Building through the pressure that I'll never lack. Running through the shadows with my heartbeat tight. Spark after spark ignites the will to ignite. Climbing every moment toward a higher sight. Walking in the blaze with a fearless light. In the heart of the fire, I claim my destined place. Every flame becomes a force I willingly embrace. Fire steps in my stride, burning through the weight I face. Every spark a sign of strength that time cannot erase. Walking with a will that grows in every heated space. Turning fear into the fuel that elevates my pace. That elevates my pace. That elevates my pace. That elevates my pace. Turning fear into the fuel that elevates my pace.
Wake up in the shadows where the driven choose to roam. Heart beating like a war drum as I carve another zone. Every setback just a whisper telling me I'm not alone. Hustle in my bloodstream, turning pressure into stone. Stepping with intention every second of the day. Mind locked tight while the doubt fades away. Grinding through the struggles like I'm clearing out the way. Purpose in my chest that refuses to decay. Caffeine in my veins but the fire's burning stronger. Nights are getting longer but my will lasts even longer. The city tests the weak but I refuse to falter. Hustle mode engaged, making every moment broader. Every noise around me is a beat to push me forward. Every loss behind me is a reason to go harder. Carving out a path without needing any borders. A soldier of ambition getting sharper, turning bolder. I don't wait for chances, I make my road. Turning every pressure into active mode. Hustle mode on, I'm moving with intent. Every second grinding, every heartbeat spent. Hustle mode on, I'm moving with intent. Every second grinding, every heartbeat spent. Focused on the mission, no fear, no doubt. This is how the winners learn to stand out. Hustle mode on, I'm moving with intent. Every second grinding, every heartbeat spent. Focused on the mission, no fear, no doubt. This is how the winners learn to stand out. I walk with heavy vision through the chaos and the noise. Turning all the struggle to a reason to rejoice. Building up my legacy with discipline and choice. A leader in the grind with the thunder in my voice. Lessons from the nights when the world felt cold. Taught me how to fight when there's nothing left to hold. Now I rise with power, now I stand more bold. Hustle mode alive in the depths of my soul. Pressure never stops, but neither do I. Falling isn't failure when you get up and try. The limits of the doubtful disappear as I fly. Ambition in my spirit lighting up the sky. Heat in my footsteps as I push through the strain. Will in my heartbeat echoing again. Every broken moment now a link in my chain. Hustle mode driving me through fire and rain. Turn the noise to focus, turn the fear to drive. Hustle in my heartbeat keeping me alive. Hustle mode on, I'm moving with intent.
Every second grinding, every heartbeat spent. Hustle mode on, I'm moving with intent. Every second grinding, every heartbeat spent. Focused on the mission, no fear, no doubt. This is how the winners learn to stand out. Hustle mode on, I'm moving with intent. Every second grinding, every heartbeat spent. Focused on the mission, no fear, no doubt. This is how the winners learn to stand out.
Mind waking up as the tension unfolds, charging through the silence where ambition takes hold, running with a focus that refuses to fold, turning every challenge into strength I uphold. Static in the distance, keep my heartbeat tough, walking through the doubt when the nights get rough. Every quiet second builds a spirit grown enough, crafting my resilience through the moments that bluff. Deep in the pressure where the brave don't fade, carving out a future from the fears I evade, walking through the chaos while the truth is remade, turning broken instincts into something upgrade. Mind on the motion when the world breaks loud, grinding in the shadows far away from the crowd, building all my power from the grit I allow, stepping with a certainty that keeps me proud. Strength in the focus, rising through the dark, fire in my thinking, spark from every mark. Mind charge in my core, burning bright through every fight. Every thought a pulse of will that pushes back the night. Walking steady through the pressure with my spirit gaining height, turning shadows into guidance with my clarity and sight. Let clarity inside. Night on my shoulders, but my thoughts stay clear, breathing through the struggle as it whispers in my ear, turning every setback into fuel I commandeer, driving through the darkness without bowing to fear. Fire in my thinking when the doubts cascade, running with a purpose that the failures once made, learning through the trials as my mindset upgrades, holding to the mission with a power that won't fade, pushing through resistance in the corners unseen, stepping with intention through the places between. Every heavy moment turns my hunger more keen, charging up my focus like a sharpened machine, driven by the strength in the lessons I find, walking in the silence where the tougher design, stacking on my purpose through the grit I rewind, moving with a force that electrifies my mind. Oh, through the weight of the world I keep the fire in range. Every spark of thought becomes a power to change. Mind charge in my core, burning bright through every fight. Every thought a pulse of will that pushes back the night. Walking steady through the pressure with my spirit gaining height, turning shadows into guidance with my clarity and sight. Hey. Clarity inside. Midnight on my shoulders as I walk beneath the signs, neon flickers humming like the pulse between the lines. Every quiet corner holding secrets of the grind. Night stride leading me through spaces I define. Streetlights bending shadows as they dance along my path. Footsteps making tempo like a metronome of wrath. Every silent moment drawing courage from the past. A journey in the dark where determination lasts. Calm within the chaos as the city falls asleep. Yet deeper in the silence is where the hustlers keep dreams that burn brighter in the corners of the deep. Night stride guiding promises I'm sworn to keep. Breathing in the cold air as my heartbeat sinks to flow. Watching distant windows where ambitions start to glow. Taking every challenge as a place I need to grow. Night stride pushing me wherever I must go.
When the world is quiet, my spirit comes alive. Night stride calling me through every shadow drive. Night stride, moving through the silent night. Focused on the journey lit by city light. Every step a promise I refuse to hide. I rise, I walk with a fearless stride. I walk with a fearless stride.
Cool breeze brushing past me as the darkness shifts around. Finding strength in moments when there's barely any sound. In the quiet battles where resolve is truly found. Night stride guiding me across the sacred ground. I said on tomorrow though the night is still awake. Hustle in my footsteps with decisions I must make. Every silent challenge just another chance to break through doubt, through fear, and find the moves I stake. Shadows on the pavement tracing stories of my climb. Lessons written softly in the rhythm of my time. Every breath a message, every heartbeat a sign. Night stride reminding me this journey is mine. Even when the darkness tries to pull me out of line, I hold on to the fire that continues to refine. Walking with a purpose in the midnight so divine. Night stride carrying the strength I define.
Moving through the darkness with a steady mind. All my inner strength and discipline align. Night stride, moving through the silent night. Focused on the journey lit by city light. Every step a promise I refuse to hide. I rise, I walk with a fearless stride. Oh, I walk with a fearless stride.
Motion in the chaos where the weary won't tread. Walking through the grid with a fire I've bred. Turning heavy burdens into fuel instead. Learning every struggle from the words unsaid. Dust on my shoulders from the battles I face. Breathing through the tension with a disciplined pace. Working in the silence where the doubts leave a trace. Carving out my purpose in the tight narrow space. Still in my focus when the world breaks down. Pushing through resistance for a future I crown. Keeping to the rhythm where the brave stay bound. Rising from the pressure just to stand more sound. Steps through the shadows with a rope in my chest. Turning broken moments to the drive I express. Growing from the lessons that the failures address. Moving up or forward on the path to progress. Through the force of the storm I keep my balance steady. Every trial in my path reminds me I'm already ready. Rough motion in my stride, moving hard through every test. Every push against the wave builds the fire in my chest. Grinding deeper through the struggle as I rise from all the rest. Turning chaos into courage with the strength I manifest. With the strength I manifest. With the strength I manifest. Through the darkest corners where the brave refine. Breathing in the challenge like a spark in the spine. Every moment keeps my purpose aligned. Walking up a focus through the edges of time. Hunger in a heartbeat that refuses to break. Taking every misstep as a lesson I remake. Learning from the pressure as the faults vibrate. Carving out a future that the shadows can't take. Standing in the struggle with my hands in the dirt. Turning every scar into strength I exert. Never stepping backward when the trials insert. Motion through the hardship where the feelings convert. Locked in the rhythm with a vision so bold. Shaping all the chaos in the stories untold. Turning rough beginnings into something controlled. Climbing through the fire with a spirit of gold. In the weight of the storm my heartbeat stays in motion. Pulling strength from every moment like a rising ocean. Rough motion in my stride, moving on through every test. Every push against the wave builds the fire in my chest. Grinding deeper through the struggle as I rise from all the rest. Turning chaos into courage with the strength I manifest. With the strength I manifest. With the strength I manifest.
Steel in my chest when the pressure grows deep. Grinding through the hours while the whole city sleeps. Echo in the alleys where my shadows still creep. Focus on the climb, every promise I keep. Dust on my shoes, but the fire runs high. Sweat in my palms, but the vision won't die. Steps getting louder as the world passes by. Working in the silence while I sharpen my drive. Dreams in the pavement, carving out my lane. Momentum like a heartbeat, pounding through the string. Turning every setback into purpose from the pain. Rising from the concrete where the strong remain. Pressure on the edge, but I rise through the wave. Every heartbeat shaping what I create. Breathing through the chaos as I steady my aim. Building from the shadows into something with a name. I move with steel drive, fire in my stride. Every setback turns into the fuel I ride. Locked in the rhythm where my fears collide. Pushing through the dark till I see the other side. I move with steel drive, fire in my stride. Every setback turns into the fuel I ride. Locked in the rhythm where my fears collide. Pushing through the dark till I see the other side. Yeah. Late night ambition in the glow of street lights. Chasing every moment through the long quiet nights. Mind staying sharp while my will stays tight. Grinding through the noise till the timing feels right. Lessons in the struggle every time I fall. Carving out my purpose through the pain of it all. Voices of the city always calling me to brawl. But I rise with intention, standing fearless and tall. Clarity in motion as I push through the grind. Shadows in the distance slowly falling behind. Fueling up the focus in the corners of my mind. Driving with a purpose only few ever find. Built from the struggle but shaped by the climb. Holding to the pulse like a metronome of time. Balancing the weight while I fight for the line. Every scar I carry is a reason to shine. I move with steel drive, fire in my stride. Every setback turns into the fuel I ride. Locked in the rhythm where my fears collide. Pushing through the dark till I see the other side. I move with steel drive, fire in my stride. Every setback turns into the fuel I ride. Locked in the rhythm when my fears collide. Pushing through the dark till I see the other side. Still driving my soul, burning through the night. Focused on the mission till the moment feels right. Rising from the pressure like a spark taking flight. Marching through the shadows toward a higher side. Yeah.